In this video, we will be covering the main components that make up the IntelliSpray IS40 fluid module and the functions each one of them controls. The fluid module's objective is to filter, heat, pressurize, and deliver each material independently to the quick heat or recirculation hoses. Both fluid modules for materials A and B are identical, except for a few details, like color and labels, that don't affect functionality. The material's journey starts in the drums. Each material is pumped separately into its corresponding module through hoses with JIC fittings. The first component the material encounters is the filter. Inlet and outlet flow is constrained by two user-controlled valves at the front. At both sides of the filter, there are two pressure sensors actively scanning. Their objective is to help determine when the filter needs to be cleaned or replaced. After leaving the filter, the material flows to the preheater. Each preheater has 22 individual channels for fluid to run back and forth through the heat exchanger. This eliminates the need of a direct heater element coming in contact with the fluids. The preheater is equipped with top and bottom sensors to control the fluid's temperature. For added security, the heater has a fail-safe replaceable thermal fuse on top to prevent overheating. After the preheater, the fluid travels to the pump component. First stop is at the flow meter. Its responsibility is to continuously measure the fluid flow to ensure a constant 1-to-1 ratio of both materials. The fluid then goes through a temperature and pressure sensor before entering the pump. These pre-pump sensors ensure that the drums are providing enough and constant pressure to prevent pump damage and that the temperature is correct before recirculating or delivering to the guns. If all conditions are met, the fluid is transferred into the external gear pump, where it is pressurized to the appropriate value. The pump is specially designed for compatibility with isocyanates and resins used in spray foam insulation. For the last step, the fluids reach the high-pressure module through a check valve that prevents backflow. Due to the high pressure of the fluids, the component features two additional fail-safe controls. The first is the pressure release valve that also functions as a gate for recirculation. The second is a burst disc that ruptures at pressures higher than 7,000 psi. From this section, the fluid can be directed towards the guns or for recirculation through a user-controlled valve at the front of the module. Also, the user may check the fluid's pressure through the pressure gauge at the top. Both outlets of the system are equipped with JIC fittings at the bottom of the module. They are clearly identified by embossed labels for recirculation and distribution to the guns. Each one of the fluid module's components is critical for operations. If you require additional information on each component, please refer to the system's operating manual upon purchase, or contact one of our certified experts using the contact form in our website.